you. Ah, it's good to be here. Thank you so much. I thank you, and I thank the viewers too, because, and thank you for your letters. I've had so many letters, very kind letters asking about my early life, saying, did my childhood affect what I do now? So I thought I'd take a moment just to explain. Really, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Literally, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My mother was up on a shoplifting charge at the time. She swallowed the evidence. No, I came from a single-parent family. They took it in turns to run away. They didn't like me. My parents didn't love me. I realized my mother didn't love me when I was quite small. She used to test the bathwater with my face. As I got a little older, I realized my father hated me too. He'd take me down to the orphanage and tell me to mingle. One day I was kidnapped. He wouldn't pay the ransom. Would not pay the ransom. Didn't want to break into a fiver. They spent nothing on me. My parents spent nothing on me. I was 6 before I discovered there was no such thing as pedigree chum baby food. To be honest, I'll be fair, nobody liked me. I was very, very unpopular. My imaginary friend dumped me for another kid. Isolation, I suppose. That leads you towards comedy. I was a lonely, only child. See, I was a dreamer. I had this tremendous desire, this overpowering wish that I could fly. It was the day my mother threw me off a cliff. As I grew up, I became a very unattractive teenager, to tell you the truth. I had such bad acne, my dog called me Spot. My first boyhood crush, my first sweetheart, Arlene Schwarzenegger. I'll never forget her. She lived down the road next to ours, and I was always trying to get a glimpse of her, you know. I walked my dog back and forth in front of the house so often her tree died. She was what we used to call a sweater girl. In those days we had sweater girls. Today you have antiperspirants, but in those days... And isn't it funny, one day she said to me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said, you know, I come from such a lonely, empty home. I hope one day I'll have my own full house. Didn't things work out well? Meet my full house guests. Tell us more.
I'm Jill Bushell. I'm a Lancashire lass who's living in Cleveland at the moment. I have 2 little girls, Hannah and Erin.
Jill Bushell?
Jill Bushell.
Your name is 2 measurements.
Yes, it is. I've not really thought about it.
Gosh, takes you back. Remember rods and poles and chains? Happy days in the Wigmore Club. So, tell me, have you met any celebrities?
Yes, I had the privilege of meeting Steve Davis in a local night spot.
Oh,
once.
Did you love him? Didn't you like him?
He was very pleasant. We'd had a couple of dances. I'd had a couple of drinks. And yes, it was fun.
For Steve Davis? My wife had a round once with Alex Higgins. Hell of a fight. What jobs have you had?
Well, I'm a housewife at present.
Yes. Do you like being a housewife? Do you like housework?
Not exactly, no.
Don't you?
I hate it. No, I must admit, I hate it.
My wife hates it too. No. I thought, I'll spend a few bob. I got one of those domestic robots and had it programmed to do exactly what she did in the house. Sits there slumped in a chair watching Neighbours all day. Colin, it's our turn.
Right.
To tell us who you are.
Colin Dale. I'm 36. I come from Stockton-on-Tees in Cleveland. I have 2 daughters. Karine is 14 and she lives with me. And Catherine, who is 9, lives with her mum.
Have you ever won anything in the contest?
In Torremolinos last year I won the Mr. Hotel Azor competition.
Congratulations. What do you have to do to get that?
I had to pose like a bodybuilder. I had to belly dance and be Tarzan.
Have you considered auditioning for Opportunity Knock?
Nice one.
Would you like to perform? I mean, have you ever tried being an MC? Or did you do that in Torremolinos?
Done a bit of quiz mastering and MCing. I emceed a wine tasting competition for a local firm in their world conference.
Are you into wine? Do you like wine?
I was at the end of that evening.
That's right. Why did they spit it out? I couldn't do that.
Oh, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't? They got it down?
They were well married.
Oh, yeah. My unmarried sister, Beryl, she... Only the other day she said to the wine waiter, I'd like something full-bodied, strong and lively. And until he comes along, bring me a gin and tonic. Nice talking to you, Colin. I'll see you. And a little bit. Margaret, you're well met. Tell me about yourself.
Right. I'm Margaret Morn from West Green, Wiltshire, originally from Yorkshire, and I live with Michael, my husband, who's a soldier, or so he says.
What does he do?
We help screen candidates for Sandhurst.
Oh, right. A bit like the producer of Crime Watch. He screens candidates for Parkhurst. So that's a fascinating thing to do. How did you meet him?
At the time, I was running a pub in Yorkshire in Swaledale, and he came in one day and was very rude. He says, "Can I have a drink, dog's breath?"
So what did you say?
I poured him his drink, took it over and said, "Would you like to drink it or wear it?" And he says, "I'm not bothered, it's up to you." So I threw it all over him.
I'm going to be nervous of going into this pub. Tell me where it is again.
Swaledale in North Yorkshire.
Is that a well-known pub?
Well, it is in military circles, and it's owned by the Queen. She's a landlady. She's the official landlady. It's her property.
It always says Crown property.
Yes.
But the Queen owns it.
Yes.
At closing time, you say, "Ain't one got no homes to go to?" How fascinating. And now, if you won a holiday on this show, it wouldn't be the first time you've been abroad, because you probably travelled with Michael.
Yes. Our last posting was to Cyprus.
Oh, lovely.
That's super there.
Did you go swimming?
Yes. I'm not very good at it, though. While swimming for the youth club team as a youth leader, I jumped in and lost my bikini top, and all the kiddies were sort of cheering me on, and it's hard to swim with your hands across your chest.
When you're swimming, yes. All the kids yelling, "Oh, now you can leave your knickers here." Very exciting. It's nice to meet you. Chris, would you be kind enough to introduce yourself?
I'm Chris Webster. I'm aged 31. I'm originally from Yorkshire as well, but I'm now living in Hounslow with my lovely wife Rona and my little darling daughter Michelle.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a bank manager.
Have a word with my wife before you leave it. She says, "How can I have no money in the bank? I still have cheques left." Were you a success from the very first day you got promoted to manager?
Not really, because my previous branch, we had a flood. Took us 3 days to clear it up. Ready for it on the Thursday.
I thought I was floating the pound.
Unfortunately, the night we went home, the plumbers left a tap on, and we came in Thursday morning, we were back to square one again.
You flooded again? Bank with liquidity problems. Oh. That's an optional extra. How long have you been married?
6 years, just over 6 years.
Can you remember the first date you ever had with your wife?
Yes, we went to Regent's Park Zoo for the day and went for lunch at one of the open-air cafes and sat under the trees, all very romantic, and forgot about the pigeons above us. Let's say I went grey prematurely.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You were a bank manager that made a deposit. Were you very anxious to get married, or was your wife very anxious to get married? Was it a hurried affair?
Not really, but when Charles and Di got married, she entered a competition in the local paper, and she won the first prize, which happened to be a wedding dress. So, seemed a pity to waste it, really.
Just as well she didn't win a maternity dress. God knows what she'd want. Nice going to be with Chris. Thank you, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Awaiting the first contestant to light all four corners of the bingo card is a choice from this fund of favours.
And for the four corners, Bob, this electric frying pan and deep fat fryer. A silver dish brimming with caviar and a selection of vodkas. Or this superb 35mm camera.
Stuff. Lots of stuff. That's what we want. We want to win more stuff. There's stuff there for everybody. And the Wallying rule applies only if you give me an incorrect answer, which disqualifies you from the following question only. Are you ready on your buzzers, folks? Has anyone ever manufactured a chocolate gramophone record? Yes. Yes! That old black magic, I suppose. Chris, give me a corner.
Number 3, please, Bob.
Number 3 is left. Was the brassiere patented in 1812 or 1912? And a chill.
1912.
1912 is right. Give me a corner.
Number 1, please.
Number 1, Kelly's Islet for you. Can a hare go faster downhill or uphill? Yes, Chris.
Uphill.
That's right. Unless it's on skis. Its back legs are longer than the front ones. Give me a corner.
Lucky 7, please, Bob.
Okay, number 7, Lucky 7 is it for you. Can an ordinary policeman arrest the Prime Minister of England, Colin?
Yes, he can.
Yes, should any Prime Minister commit a crime? There. That should do wonders for recruitment. Colin, give me a corner.
One little duck, please, number 2.
One little duck. Can a polo player change mounts in the middle of a game, Margaret?
Yes.
Yes. It's an upper-class way of blaming the horse. Number 4, Margaret, the door is lit for you. Are you allowed access to someone else's criminal record? Jill?
No.
So why can I go out and buy Des O'Connor's latest album? If you're watching, Des, I don't mean it. If you're not watching... Jill, give me a corner.
52, please.
52, the Weeks of the Year is lit for you. Do fleas walk? Chris?
No.
Yes, they do. Unless they can hop on a bus. Your wallet, you can't answer this, Chris. After cremation, can you have your remains placed in your own dustbin, Jill?
Yes.
Jill, give me a corner.
58, please.
58 is lit for you. Jill has now 3 corners lit. Colin has 1. Chris has 2. Margaret also has 1. Do all birds lay their eggs in nests? And it's Chris.
No.
No. One called the fairy tern lays its single egg on a tree branch or on the edge of a cliff. What a fool. The only bird known to lay a baby omelette. Chris, 54 or 60?
60, please. Top of the
Round 60 is lit for you. Are there as many hens as people in the UK, Jill?
Yes.
Their favourite actor is Gregory Peck, and my favourite winner of this round is Jill. It's yours, the cameras, the vodka, the caviar, the frying stuff. What do you want?
I'll have the frying stuff, please.
Yes, frying stuff. Have frying stuff. Oh, and the very next person to win the very next round, in other words, to light up the middle line of the bingo card, has a choice of this lineup of largesse.
And for the middle line, a complete set of designer luggage, his and hers silk dressing gowns, or this portable colour television.
Very good. Not nasty at all. That's not bad, is it? Now, everybody's got at least 1 square lit. Colin and Margaret have 1 each. Now, anything can happen because we're looking at the middle line now. We're taking the numbers of the middle line and see how they correspond with subjects that you like or dislike, according to your taste, and you'll find them all listed on the Monkhouse MasterCard. Bingo-lingo, clickety-clicks. Time to take your pick of the 6. Here are the first 6 subjects. 1 to 60 there. 10 numbers against each subject. Look at those numbers on your middle line. See how they correspond with the subject you like. Jill, you're first in order of luck.
I'll have show business, please.
Show business number...
Oh, sorry, 11.
Right. Legs 11. On Showbiz, which Sunday afternoon TV series is presented by Hugh Scully?
The Antiques Roadshow.
The Antiques Roadshow is correct, which is also the title of the next Rolling Stones World Tour. Colin.
2 and 5, please, Bob.
2 and 5 on the middle line, 25 on the subject of music. Here it comes. According to the old song, what's my delight on a shiny night in a season of the year? Folk dancing, or poaching, or drinking?
Poaching.
Poaching is right. The song is The Lincolnshire Poacher, and that's my delight on a shiny night in the season of the year. Actually, it isn't. My delight is wearing my rubber womble suit and lashing myself with a kipper. Colin, your 25 is lit. Chris, control yourself. Off your middle line.
55, please, Bob.
All the 5s, 55 on science. Who created the theory of relativity?
Einstein.
He's right. It's the theory that time goes slower when you're with your relatives. It's true, isn't it, Margaret? Don't say it, darling. What number would you like?
2 little ducks, please.
On music, it's your lucky number. Answer this correctly, you'll like your 22, and you'll win a mystery prize. On music, Margaret, which famous composer used whips in one of his operas? Puccini, Linguini, or Richard Strauss?
Richard Strauss.
In the opera Electra, just to encourage the male sopranos, you understand. Richard Strauss used whips. You've won your lucky number, and you've got a mystery prize.
Enjoy the baths in Bath.
Oh, that's lovely. You know what that is? You go for the day to the beautiful city of Bath, and it is a beautiful city. I mention it because it deserves a plug. Well, let's talk about it. Let's mix the 6. There you are, Jill. now you have to make another choice.
I have number 6, please.
Number 6, Tom Mix is on the subject of films. Which British singing star bared her bosom in the film S.O.B.? Silrack, Lulu, or Julie Andrews?
Julie Andrews.
Yeah, went from Mary Poppins to Mary Poppouts. That's right, Jill. Colin.
Number 5, please, Bob.
Number 5, man of life. Oh, lucky number time, Colin Dale. In 1964, Michael Caine had his first major triumph as an army officer. Name the film.
Zulu.
Zulu. That's right, and you've got a mystery prize.
You're taking a trip to Guernsey.
Oh, that's good. That's another goodie. That's a whole day on the island. Have you ever been there? You know Guernsey? Oh, it's wonderful. It is the most beautiful island. Guernsey has its own character. It's unspoiled. You see the German museum there from the occupation. It's a tax-free paradise, and you should come back with a couple of bottles of goodies. Chris.
Those 3 Wogan's knees, please.
All righty. All the 3s? Wogan's knees. If you say so. Places in Moscow. If you see a person in distress in Moscow, if you see a person in distress, you must do something. Must you ignore the person, call the KGB, or go to their assistance?
Ignore them.
It's open to the others. And it's, Margaret, you better be sure.
Call the KGB.
You're wrong. You're walled. You missed your next turn. I'm ever so sorry. You must go to their assistance. It is the law in Moscow. In other words, you must go. Jill, we're to you. 29, 38, 43.
29.
2 and 9 for you. It's on the subject of science. What causes sleeping sickness, Jill? Mosquitoes, tsetse flies, or rats?
Tsetse flies.
Is right, tsetse flies. And any LP of Neil Kinnock's speeches has the same effect. Colin.
1 and 7, please.
1 and 7, 17 on the subject of places. Which is the largest inhabited castle in the world?
The Vatican.
Open to the others, and it's Margaret.
Windsor.
Windsor is right. You've restored yourself, my darling. Huge it is. By the time Philip gets down to breakfast, it's time to shave again. Margaret, pick yourself a bonus subject. A number, rather.
56, please.
Well, it's on the subject you don't like, which is obviously the subject of literature. Over to you, Chris.
27, please, Bob.
All right. 27, my age, your lucky number. You liked your 27 and win a mystery prize if you answer this correctly on science, astronomy, Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. Is it also known as the Dog Star, the North Star, or the Pole Star?
Pole Star.
Open to the others, Margaret.
Dog Star.
It's the Dog Star. That's absolutely right. So you lose your mystery prize there, Chris and Margaret.
I'm looking for some 13.
All right, my darling, you're 13, is it? Now, 35 or 47?
35, please.
All right, my love, it's on chance. These may be tough. These may be easy. A cran, C-R-A-N, is a cran a measure of newts, pomegranates, or herrings?
Herrings.
A cran is about 750 herrings, and not, as Derek Jameson thinks, something a queen wears on her head. Mix that 6. There you go, Jill. 38 or 43?
38, please.
38 it is. It's on the subject of guess. We don't give you any clues with this, but we give you a little extra time. You are possessed by evil spirits. What ritual can you employ a holy man to do for you?
Exercise me. Exorcism.
If a holy man is prepared to do that for you, Jill,
Oh, dear.
I hope you keep up the payments, otherwise it'll repossess you. Exorcism is the answer, and I guess that's what you're getting
Yes,
at, and I'm
that's
going to give you that
what I was
38.
going to
Well
say,
done. Colin.
1 and 7, please, Bob.
1 and 7. Okay, it's on the subject of the past. Who was the leader of the British suffragettes?
Emily Pankhurst.
That's right. Chris.
49, please, Bob.
4 and 9. Places. Number 49. Okay, it's on places. Here's your question. How many hills was Rome built on?
7.
Yes, and there's Sophia Loren's in town, in which case it is 9. Margaret, 47 is your number. Are you prepared to win this round of the game? It's on places. Here it comes. It's quite a tricky question. So listen carefully to me, darling. The richest suburb in California. Now remember, these can be tricky. The richest suburb in California. Is it Burbank, Queens, or Rancho Santa Fe?
Rancho Santa Fe.
You've won this round of the game. Congratulations, Margaret. Margaret, look over here. There's the TV. There's the... Oh, what are you people doing here? You can't sleep here. Get out of here. This is not a hotel, and there's also that.
The portable TV, please.
Wow. And now I tell you that whoever gets a full house right now can take a choice and take a glance here, because we're going to show you a muster of manner which is extremely attractive for our third round.
And for the full house, Bob, a fully automatic washing machine and steam iron. This superb maple writing desk and chair. Or the very latest combined microwave and oven.
Hey, hey, hey! Isn't it whizzing by? Here we go, third round. You're going on your buzzer. Wallying rule applies only for the following question if you're wrong. In which game can you capture an opponent en passant? Yes, Colin.
Chess.
Chess is right. We like you 23. Do weather vanes point into the wind or out of it, Colin?
Into.
Into, that's right. They show where it's coming from. We like you 32. Name one of the two stars of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Yes, Margaret.
Bette Davis.
Betty Davis and Joan Crawford is right. We like you 12. In which card game would you try a finesse? Yes, Jill.
Poker.
It's bridge or wallet. You can't answer this. The brightest planet is Chris?
Venus.
Venus is right. We like you 15. Is a koala bear a bear? Yes, Chris.
No.
No, it's a marsupial. We like you 24. Name the Gulf between Saudi Arabia and Iran. Yes, Chris.
Bahrain.
No, the Persian Gulf. Your wallet. You can't answer this. Whose hit was Total Eclipse of the Heart? Yes, Colin. Bonnie Tyler was the answer. You wanted, you can't answer this. That was back in 1983. And what continent is Timbuktu? Yes, Chris.
Africa.
Africa's right, and Mali, in fact. We liked you 31. At what sport did Jack Dempsey make his name, Colin?
Boxing.
Yes, it was boxing. We liked you 41. Who topped the charts in 1957 with Mary's Boy Child? Yes, Chris.
No, it's... Go.
Harry Belafonte. Belafonte, spell backwards telephone bill. You wanted, you can't answer this. How many seconds in 1 hour? Yes, Colin.
3,600.
That's very good. We like you 51. You have a top line. In the TV series Blackadder, who plays Baldrick? Yes, Jill.
No, it's gone.
Tony Robinson, you wanted, you can't answer this. Which sport is played at Muirfield? Yes, Chris.
Golf.
Golf is right. We like you 54. You now have a top line. Who was John the Baptist's mother? Elizabeth or Salome? Margaret?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is right. We like you 21. If we got 6 votes out of 10, is that a majority of 4 or 2? Yes, Chris.
4.
It's 2. You wanted, you can't answer this. What language are most musical terms? Jill.
Italian.
Italian is right. We like you 26. What's your umbilicus? Yes, Margaret.
Your navel.
Yes, right. You tell me button 34. You were like that. After whom did Bob Dylan name himself? Jill.
Bob Dylan.
No, Dylan Thomas. He was Bob Dylan, he was born Zimmerman. You wanted, you can't answer this. Botticelli's first name, Sandro or Vittoria? Yes, Margaret.
Sandra.
Sandro is right. We'd like you 53. You need 5 for a full house. Let's look at the state of play. Jill, you need 6 for a full house. Colin, you need 7 for a full house. Chris, you need 6 for a full house. Margaret, you need 5 for a full house. Name the Elvis Costello backing group. Yes, Colin.
The Attractions.
The Attractions are right. We'd like you 40. To which island group does Minorca belong? To which island group, Chris?
Balearic.
That's right. We like you 18. Who directed the film Psycho? Jill.
Hitchcock.
He's right. We like you 37. If a shop marks fur as coney, what's it made from? Yes, Chris.
Rabbit.
It's right. We like you 27. Time periods of what sport are divided into chapters? Colin.
Polo.
It's right. We like you 44. What country's chief island is Honshu? Yes, Colin.
Japan.
Japan is right. We like you number 8. What yellow spring flower is also called the Lent lily? Yes, Jill.
Crocus.
The daffodil. You wanted, you can't answer this. Name the first hit disc of the Beatles. The first one, Chris?
Hard Day's Night.
Love Me Do. You wanted, you can't answer this. For what is Delft famous? Yes, Jill.
Pottery.
Porcelain is right. We like you 42. You now have a top line. Finish this film title. A funny thing happened. Colin?
On the way to the zoo.
On the way to the forum. You wanted, you can't answer this. Elgar's first name. Was it Edgar or Edward? Jill?
Edward.
It was Edward. Edward William. We're like you 43. You now need 3 for a full house. Look at this. Jill needs 3. Colin, you only need 4. Chris needs 4. Margaret, you still need 5. Who in Russia led the communists to power? Yes, Colin.
Trotsky.
Lenin did that. You wanted, what's today's name for Danzig? Yes, Jill.
Gdansk.
Gdansk is right. We like you 16. You need 2 for a full house. Of what sport can you win the Curtis Cup? Yes, Jill.
Golf.
Golf is right. We like you 30. You need 1 for a full house. And 3 4 time. How many beats to the bar? Yes, Chris.
3.
3 is right. We like you 23. You need 3 for a full house. Films. Who played Zorba the Greek? Jill.
Quinn.
Yes. Anthony Quinn. Microwave. New husband. Washing machine.
I'll have the washing machine, please. Ooh.
trip to Guernsey, Colin. A trip to Guernsey. Look, you came within 4 of getting a full house. Terrific playing, man. Colin Dale, pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Chris, you did a tremendous job of playing. You came within 3 of getting a full house, and you didn't get a prize on the way through. So we have a hamper for you. We hope you'll accept it, and we hope you enjoyed your day.
Great.
Margaret, you go back to Michael with a day in Bath. A wonderful day at the Baths. You can have it alone or with your chosen companion. Yes, why not? An affordable TV. It's a smashing prize. And you came within 5 of getting a full house. You played like a good one. Jill, there was no beating you tonight. Well, you got a frying pan and a deep fat fryer, which I could use. I got deeper fat than you. You got a washing machine. It's a smashing model too. And you have won your full house. Your right to go to the golden bingo card. Little lady, 50 please. Stand upon the gold disc there, Jill. There you go, Jill Bushell. There is your golden bingo card, and we will now flash the figures for you. Come on, computer. Now, locked behind there, locked in there as it goes, at that moment, the holiday is locked in by a random system. I have no idea what the holiday is or where the letters are. As you pick each number, it's as a result of answering a question successfully. You'll either reveal the cash equivalent in pounds or you'll reveal a letter. You must reveal all the letters to win the holiday. Okay. You have 1 minute to do it. Could I have the minute on the clock, please? Thank you. 15 questions. You can do it, Jill. You all right? Mm. All right, darling. This is a breeze. In which traditional pantos does the character Buttons appear?
Cinderella.
He does. Now, let's make it a letter straight off.
I think we'll start with the money. 60, please.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now, that might be, you don't know what the computer's done. 60 quid's a good thing to go for. But it is 60 quid. Good, you've got that. In the film E.T., what do those initials mean? E.T.
Extraterrestrial.
That's correct, Jill.
54, please.
54, good. This is the way I'd play it, actually. 54, go for 54 quid. If it isn't, it's a letter. And it is a letter. We've got a B. What colour is Indian ink?
It's purpley blue.
No, it's black. Beethoven wrote Moonlight
Serenade.
Sonata. Films, who played the Elephant Man?
John Hurt.
Yes, he did. He was wonderful.
24.
24 on the top line. Is that our second letter? We have £84 in the bank. You're right. You're only on question 6. Skittles is played with how many pins, Jill?
10.
No, it's different from 10 pins, 9. What did Barnes Wallis make a bomb do on water?
Bounce.
That's right, it bounced.
49.
49, okay, middle line. £49 or our second letter? We have broth. You're going on British Railway, know that. Question number 8, you still have 33 seconds. Name one of the cinque ports.
Sandwich. 50, please.
50. 50 on the bottom line. We have... You've won a bra.
Good.
How uplifting. Question number 9, 31 seconds to go. What was Pegasus?
A winged horse.
Yes.
27.
27 on the middle line. My age. £111. Hogarth did what?
He painted or drew.
Yes, engraved and all that in the 16th century, or the 18th century rather.
20.
20. Line 20 on the bottom line. Is that £20, which really Jill doesn't need? Oh, well, you got it anyway. Which county is called Glorious?
Devon.
Devon is right. Oh, you made me suffer then.
15, please.
15. Okay, on the top line, 15. A letter. No. Now, we need to get them right. We need to get them right, Jill. You've only got 4 questions left. You've got 3 letters. You need to get every one right and find every letter. This is tough. Are you all right?
Just about.
Okay, we're in Ireland for this one. Which Irish town is known for cut glass?
Waterford.
Waterford is right.
55, please.
55 is your choice. It's got to be right. If it isn't a letter, then we've lost the holiday. 50... Well done. What on earth is this? B-R-M-A. This is easy when you think about it. It's very much easier than you think when you hear the question. It's very simple. How many months are girls' names?
Three.
Oh, you're giving me such a tough time here, madam. Gosh, you ran out of some time. You've only got 10 seconds left now. Now you've got to find a letter. You've got to find a letter. You've got to find a letter. Think now. Think what it is. Think what this could be.
39, please.
39. Okay, Jill. Oh, darling, well done. Oh, now, 3 questions left. You get these right, every single one now. No, 2 questions left. 2 questions left. You've got to get them both right. Oh, my. 10 seconds. You've run out a lot of time. Now, you've only got 5 seconds each for these. Oh, you're right. Now, this is a one you have to think about. I mean, you'd have to be pretty hard-skinned not to get this answer right. Particularly if you were trying to get that hard skin off your toes, right? Volcanic rock is found in some bathrooms. What do you call it? Piece of...
Pumice.
Ah, good girl.
Yeah,
now
this is it, isn't it?
This is it. This is it. This is it. Well, you can see... No, listen, that's it, isn't it? Go for that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good... Yeah,
Yeah, go for...
Yes, 7.
7! Yes! Yes! No, it's a question of whether it's 18 or 33. Oh, my goodness, what a fantastic holiday. We've got 7 seconds. This is easy.
Yes, it is.
The reason it's called an octopus is because... How many tentacles has an octopus?
8.
Yes!
Oh.
What is it, 18 or 33?
God.
Oh, Jill, what is it? It's a holiday of a lifetime. In the Caribbean. Or not. Get it right. I wish you...
Will you just think?
I am vibrating you.
Right. 18.
Fingers crossed. 18, what are you?
Holiday of a lifetime in Bermuda. The Millionaire's Playground. Enjoy the sun-drenched beaches, a sightseeing trip, and local folklore all in Bermuda.
Heaven on earth. Oh, you smart girl to say 18. Was that good or what? Electric frying pan and deep fryer, good. Automatic washing machine, marvellous. Steam iron, great. 146 quid, great. But Bermuda, oh, baby. Thanks for watching Bob's Full House. Thanks for joining us. Join us again next week. We're all choked up here and very excited. Doors are always open for you, you know that. Bye.